Welcome to SSPTV Community News. Recently, the Hazleton Police Department hosted an event for the public at Can Do Community Park in downtown Hazleton. The purpose of this event? To showcase the many tools that the police department uses to help keep you, the public, safe. Chief, tell us about this event. It's called Coffee with a Cop, and that's exactly what it is.
It is. We've seen a lot of other departments doing similar things, state police, different agencies, and we thought, you know, with rolling out the Bearcat recently, and that we wanted to bring out some of our apparatus, some of our officers, just to mingle with people in the community. We did it now during the day because we wanted to deal with primarily adults in the business district and throughout the area. We're hoping in the spring we'll do another one, you know, probably on a weekend when the kids will be able to come out and be able to be familiarized with some of the officers and just trying to build a better community relationship.
So this is the Bearcat, the latest piece of equipment for the Hazleton Police Department. This armored vehicle costs $250,000.
This is an armored rescue. This vehicle takes approximately 10 to 12 months to build. It's obviously extremely bulletproof for the most part. We've bought this through the American Rescue Act funds, and our thought process with council and the mayor was that no one in our region really has one, and we felt that let's be the ones to get it because we want to be able to protect our children, protect our officers, different things like that. And this is one of those tools we'd rather have it and never use it and then need it and not have it.
The cost of this $250,000?
$250,000, so it boils down to about $10,000 a year for the life of the vehicle. These generally will live for 25 to 30 years with proper care and maintenance.
So what will this be used for? Tell us.
We'll be using this for a lot of our CERT team trainings. We're going to be trying to train with other departments throughout the area. We're going to also work with Luzerne County District Attorney's Office. They're trying to create a county-wide special groups, you know, CERT members, accident reconstruction, computer crimes. They're building up, trying to alleviate some of the other agencies in our area that will begin specializing in different things throughout the region.
It's kind of a sad state of affairs that we need to have things like this, but this is what the world has come to.
Sadly.
You wouldn't think, you know, 20 years ago in Hazleton, you would need this type of a vehicle. So how did the department react when they found out they were getting it?
The members in the department were actually very, very excited about it. They've done training with other agencies, federal agencies, different things like that, where they've had these type of vehicles. We've been in situations with the state police, you know, 2 years ago with the tractor trailer where all our officers, if we had this, maybe we could have intervened a little bit sooner, but still everything worked out.
Officers have been shot at, so this is a vehicle that will protect them.
Yes, this will be primarily used by obviously our CERT team for some of the higher risk warrants, drug raids, different things like that, because this is going to be a tool that as the time's going on, we're seeing more and more firearms coming out in the area. A lot of stolen firearms. We're finding more and more drugs. I know we don't get them all in the press, but because sometimes we use that information to further other investigations, but it will be probably heavily used within the next few months.
And if somebody says, well, what if they shoot out a tire? It can still go.
Good luck. These have the run flats built into them, which basically is a steel drum around the tire, so shoot them out, it's still going to be able to move.
Now, what else is here today? I saw a Sheridan. We talked with K-9 Officer McGinnis. Beautiful addition to the police department. We've had K-9s in the department for many years. I saw a drone flying around here as well, and there's a motorcycle.
We brought the Bearcat, but we brought some of the other vehicles that we don't get to use a lot or get seen in public. Obviously the motorcycles, we're trying to get officers trained up so that they can be using the motorcycles properly. Part of the holdup was we didn't have radios. We had to wait for the radios from the county to be installed. There's a lot of different things that came with it, but now hopefully by spring we'll start being able to utilize those. We brought out our 4th of July car, I guess you could say. This was done by the company that does all of our upfitting now. We're talked about changing the wrap on it and for trying to do like maybe for October for breast awareness. There's different holidays that we talked about, but right now the mayor said he likes the vehicle as it is, leave it. So, I mean, then you've seen the drone flying around for a while. We've been using them quite a bit lately. We use them not only just for searches with the fire department, for the fire we had on Broad Street, they were using it for to examine the building structure without having to send somebody in, which of course saves a lot of energy and a lot of problems of somebody getting hurt.
So all of this is helping you guys do a better, men and women do a better job in the department. And now 911 going digital, and people will not be able to listen in on the police calls anymore. So is that a good thing for you?
It's a better officer safety awareness, and I think it'll be better for our community that how we get the noise complaints. I'll say the noise complaints because that's the biggest complaint we have. And people have recognized that they have the scanners on their phones, they hear the 911 call, they turn the music down before the officers get there. So now maybe it'll give us a little more time to intercede on these and start citing more individuals.
And crime overall, are you seeing it go up or down here?
Violent crime is extremely low right now, and I knock on wood, I pray that it stays that way. Overall crime is pretty much what you think: thefts, noise complaints, disorderly conducts, the usual fights. You know, nothing crazy at this moment, but it is winter, so hopefully it'll stay that way though.
And are we looking at putting more officers on anytime soon?
I'm trying. We just recently hired Officer Petruzzi. We have another one we're waiting for some testing to be done to see if he can start. And we're still in the process of, we just did a civil service testing last month where we had 31 applicants. We're down to probably about 10 at this point. Once we finish that, we're going to probably put out another lateral transfer offer to the other agencies and other officers throughout the area that if they have a year full-time experience or 3 years part-time experience, that they'll be able to apply and start here once their backgrounds are complete.
Chief, what would you say lastly to our viewers about if they're worried about their safety in the city? What would you say to them?
I would say, one, obviously call 911 if there's any kinds of emergencies. That's first and foremost. If you need an officer, call us. We're around. We're obviously quite busy with the complaints and different things, but we're always here for the community. Our officers are trying to patrol as much as they can. Obviously, we know we're shorthanded at this moment, but hopefully in the near future, we're going to be able to change that.
Also here today for Coffee with a Cop are students from the Keystone Job Corps Center in the criminal justice trade. I'm pleased to be joined right now by Jose Ortiz. He is a sergeant with the criminal justice trade. Jose, you saw the new vehicle here for the Hazleton Police. What's your impression?
I really want to be a part of all of this. The process and everything is just super enthralling. I just enjoy everything here. It's really cool.
Now you're in a criminal justice trade. What do you
Yes.
plan to do when you graduate?
I wanted to work for either armored trucks or go into a detective business.
It is a pleasure right now to be joined by K-9 Officer Brandon McGinnis. And of course, we also have a Sheridan, badge number 15, the K-9 officer for the City Police Department, one of a few right now. There are some others in training, but this guy is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, Officer McGinnis, tell us about Sheridan because he is just absolutely beautiful.
So Sheridan is a almost three-year-old German Shepherd. I've had him for a little over a year now, and we trained with the Penn Vet Working Dog Center out of Philadelphia at the University of Pennsylvania. So he is a dual-purpose narcotics and patrol dog. And he rolls with me every day, 8 hours a day or more when we're on call. And he's the greatest partner I could ask for.
And he's your partner 24 hours a day.
He is. So not only is he with me at work, but he comes home with me as well, and he lives with my family.
So what's that like to make that bond? Because that's a really special bond. I have a dog and I love my dog, but I'm not with my dog like this all the time.
I haven't had a dog since I was a teenager, and I'll tell you, he's more like my best friend because he's with me at work, he comes home with me, I almost see him more than my fiance.
So now what kind of work has he done so far for the city? How has he helped you?
So far, we go to a variety of calls, but he has actually 4 street surrenders for people who would have been a danger to us or the citizens of Hazleton, and luckily they surrendered and we got to take them into custody without incident. He also found a variety of drugs. On one traffic stop we found 8 bricks of heroin and fentanyl, which is obviously a dangerous drug on the streets, and just recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, he found a loaded stolen handgun that was reported to us, and we found it in the possession of a juvenile. So he's taking guns and drugs off the street on a regular basis.
And it's a danger for him as well. I mean, obviously it's a danger for you, and you have to watch with fentanyl and everything.
Yes.
But you have to watch for him too.
Yes. So these dogs can actually be treated for the same things we can with Narcan. He does have a bulletproof vest that he wears if we're going to high-risk calls. And he wears this harness. Basically, this is a tracking harness. This allows me to track with him and grab him if I need to. You know, there's a large amount of equipment that we use to keep him safe as well as myself safe.
During the event, there was a demonstration to show how the K-9 officer is used in the line of duty.
Police K-9, get on the ground or you're under arrest. You're gonna get bit. You're gonna to get back. Get on the ground now. My dog's gonna bite you. Get on the ground. Get.
Wow, and you have other dogs that'll be coming into service for the city as well.
So we have 2 other dogs that are working with handlers now. And then we also we're planning on getting another dog, but that's a little above my pay grade. We do plan on getting another dog through the Penn Vet Working Dog Center as soon as we can.
I would think it's crucial to have
Absolutely.
Sheridan and any of these animals with you
Absolutely.
on a regular basis.
He keeps our officers safe. He keeps me safe every day, and I'm blessed to have him as a partner.
Anything else we should know, our viewers should know about having this beautiful pet with you?
One of the coolest things is, just having the community support. These canines are costly, but with the community support, it's possible to keep us safe. And, one of the coolest things being involved with Penn Vet Working Dog Center is their tributes to 9/11. Obviously it's September now. We never forget those attacks, and he's named after a dog that was serving during 9/11 as a search and rescue dog named Sheridan, a border collie. His handler, Chris Hollyman, they did a search and rescue efforts at the Pentagon. And it's just an honor to have a dog that carries on those legacies and works and keeps us safe.
Well, it's an honor to have you serving us in the city of Hazleton, and it's an honor to have this guy serving us as well. And I hope both of you stay safe.
Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. This event was for the public to come in and see the tools that the Hazleton Police Department has at its disposal. And one member of the public who came to check it out is our friend Marina Kuchar. She is a music teacher at Emmanuel Christian School just up the street here on Laurel Street. Marina, you are also from Ukraine, so I know you said you were impressed by what you saw here. Tell us what you thought.
When I saw this, I stopped. I was just passing by, and it gives me confidence that we are protected, that our police is working, and our taxpayers' money are going into these investments to public safety. It's so important that we can have our kids sent to school in peace, and we live in hard times that people a lot feel that they need to fix things quickly, and they go and do violent things, and this is very necessary, I think, for this time. My message to American people that they should stay closer and united, because social media or even national news, they are showing images and rhetorics that I hear is that America is not great and there's a lot of problems. When I compare in perspective what's happening in other countries, in Russia and in Ukraine, and how freedoms are taken away, very important to stay united and be together.
And this is doing that, bringing the community together,
Absolutely.
Meeting the police department, seeing what they have available. So this is important for things like this to happen. Special thanks to Chief Schoonamaker and the entire Hazleton Police Department for allowing us to show you the tools they use to keep the community safe.